Hello, good afternoon. My name is Richard. This is Over and Over and Over Again. This is, of course, the Arsenal Women's Live Match Day watch along. It is, of course, Arsenal versus Liverpool. It's going to be a great game, this, isn't it? So come with me and let's see how we get on, eh? Come on, Arsenal, let's do it. So here's, of course, the matchday watch along from the Adobe FA Cup. I'm not quite sure why the little background thing's not working, actually. Let's see if I can find out why, because I don't know where it is. Don't know where it's gone. Let's see if I can find it, shall we? Anyway, it is, of course, Arsenal versus Liverpool FA Cup quarter-final. Wow, it's all happening, isn't it? Let's see if we can get the background on properly. Oh, we still can't get the background on. Why is it not letting me get the background on? I don't know. Anyway, let's not worry about that. What we will worry about is we have got, of course, the team news for you for this big FA Cup quarter-final. So this is the team lineup then for Arsenal. In goal it is, of course, Daphne Van Domselaar. The back four is Emily Fox, Leah Williamson, Steph Catley and Katie McCabe. The midfield is Kim Little, Kyra Cooney-Cross and Mariona Caldente. And in the front three, Beth Mead is back alongside Alessia Russo and Caitlin Ford. So on the bench then for Arsenal, goalkeeper Manu Zinsberger, Amanda Willistat, Katie Reid, Jenna Nice-Wonga, Leah Volti, Vicky Palova, Frida Marnham, Rosa Kafaji and Stina Black-Stenius. Oh, excuse me. For Liverpool then, in goal it is, of course, Rachel Laws. They're back for Grace Fisk, Gemma Bonner, Jasmine Matthews and Captain Taylor Hines. In midfield it is Sam Kerr, not that Sam Kerr, Maria Hobbinger and excuse me, and Kerry Holland. And up front it is Cornelia Capox, Sophie Romanhouse and Olivia Smith. What do you make of that Arsenal lineup then? Not too many surprises really, is it? Let's be honest. It is just a pretty good Arsenal lineup, isn't it? Oh, actually, what's happening here? What's happened here? Oh, we've got the background now. No, we haven't got the background. We've got the wrong background. What on earth is happening? I haven't got a clue what's going on. Anyway, let's see if we can sort it out. It's newfangled stuff. Oh, there we go. There it is. Look, we've sorted it out now. Good. So what do you make of that team lineup then? I think it's pretty much what I expected, really, isn't it? Ryan's in the chat. How you doing? We meet again. Indeed, we do. It's going to be a good day today. Mitch Pinksock says, hi, chat. Let's go. Indeed. Terry is with us. Of course he is. What do you think about Arsenal making their best signing since Aubameyang? Who's this signing that you speak of? Roy says, so once again, it's up to the women to win the club a trophy. Well, of course, it generally is, isn't it? Let's be honest. It has been for the last few years as well. Let's see. Joe says, afternoon or lovely day. I haven't got a lurgy. No, I've just been out for an 8-mile run and I've only just got back and I think that I've got a bit of like hay fever and stuff like that. I think that's all it is. It's no problem. I'll be fine. Terry says, hit that like button and subscribe when you're waiting. Exactly. Please do so. Looking forward to this game, actually. Obviously, it's a nice sunny day at Meadow Park. Don't forget, of course, our very own Lord Andreas is at the ground. Of course he is. Why would he not be? He is at the ground, of course, and he is going to be doing a vlog for us today, so definitely look out for that vlog because it's going to be really spectacular. And his mate Gunnosaurus he's already sent a picture of him with Gunnosaurus, his new best mate, so I'm sure Gunnosaurus will make an appearance on the vlog as well, so you don't want to miss it because it's going to be rather special, isn't it? Andrea Burr. So yeah, I mean, let's hope. I mean, if he's got anything about him, he'll set Arteta, won't he? And then I'll love him, but I can't see him doing that. But anyway, let's see what happens. Anyway, the teams are about to come out here at Meadow Park. Of course, this is strange because in a couple of weeks' time, we are playing Liverpool in the WSL, and that game's at the Emirates. This one's at Meadow Park, all a little bit strange. I don't know why this one couldn't have been at the Emirates as well. It's not like we're playing at the Emirates today. The men's team are away, of course, at Manchester United later on this afternoon. Anyway, Gunnosaurus is making his way. Does he actually get a seat? You wouldn't want to sit behind him because you wouldn't see much, would you? Because he's about 12 foot tall. I suppose it's no different to sitting behind Andreas, is it? Let's be honest. There you go. Joe says, I wonder when Jenna is going to get more. Well, I don't know. Interesting one, isn't it? I mean, she didn't play particularly well when she made her debut, but she wasn't playing maybe in her best position. what's the point of bringing her in? I mean, I would have thought that player at left back, which is a more normal position, player at left back, and then move Katie McKay further up the pitch, maybe. Anyway, I'm sure Renee knows what she's doing. We shouldn't really question her, should we? Anyway, the teams are about to come out here at the sunny Meadow Park. If the weather's anywhere nice, as beautiful down there as it is here, then it'll be very, very good, won't it? Great stuff. But let's see what happens. It's going to be a good game, this, and it's going to be a chance, obviously, for Arsenal to reach a semi-final of this cup competition, which we are, of course, the record winners of, aren't we? As we indeed we are in the men. But we haven't won this competition since 2016. That's a very long time, isn't it? And it is about time we put that right. Of course, Manchester United went through, didn't they, yesterday, as expected. We're expecting Man City and Chelsea also to go through. So it could be the top four all in the semi-final. And that would be quite unusual, wouldn't it? The way the draw worked out was pretty cool, wasn't it? Anyway, it's going to be a good game, this, isn't it? We know Liverpool. Okay, they've sacked their manager, but they're a very difficult team to play against. You know, you don't often beat Liverpool with a comfortable win there. It's normally a difficult game. They're always a tough team to break down, aren't they? So I'm not expecting anything different today. Actually, Manchester City have already won, haven't they? They beat Aston Villa 2-0. So Man United are through, Manchester City are through, and it's just on Arsenal and Chelsea are kicking off, of course, very shortly. Chelsea, of course, playing Crystal Palace. You'd expect them to win. We expect us to win. So that will make up the semi-final, won't it? Which will be interesting to see who we get. Well, let's get through first. I'm not going to take it for granted. Absolutely not. We've done it before, and we've thought about semi-finals and finals, and obviously, it's never quite gone well. But anyway, there we go. So we're getting ready for the kickoff here. It's going to be a rather good game, this, isn't it? I'm sure. Let's see how we get on. You know, Liverpool are a difficult team to beat. They've got some very good players. They're pretty solid defensively. Joey says Crystal Palace pull off a win. It can happen. Well, it can happen, but it's not going to happen. Let's be honest. Ryan says Man City are through. Yeah, they went through obviously earlier on today. We need to go through. Yes, we've got the Champions League to come, of course, in a week or so when we're playing. Well, it's next midweek, not this midweek coming the following midweek, isn't it? Because this midweek we played Everton. Anyway, the teams are changing sides. So Arsenal are going to be attacking the goal to our left in the first half, which is the north stand. That is the stand, of course, with the roof, just in case you are familiar with Meadow Park. So Liverpool will be attacking the south stand, which is in where their fans are. So I don't know whose decision that was. Is it to do with the sun, or is it just to do with the fact that Liverpool didn't want us to be attacking the north bank in the second half? I don't know. But anyway, let's not worry too much about that. Let's concentrate on the game, getting the result that we need. And if we do that, we will have a semi-final to look forward to. It's all about momentum football, isn't it? We've got decent momentum at the minute coming into this game on the back of that fantastic win last week against West Ham. We'll have to defend better today. There's no doubt about it. If we defend as poorly as we did last week, we're going to be in trouble in this game. But let's see what happens. I do expect us to win, of course, but I expect it to be a difficult game. Terry says only 9 days until Madrid. Indeed, it is. It's next midweek, isn't it? Next Tuesday, in fact. Yeah, 9 days. Well, anyway, let's get this game won first, and then we can worry about obviously Everton on Friday in the WSL, and then Madrid, of course, to come. So we are just getting ready for the kickoff here at Meadow Park in the sunshine. A lovely spring afternoon in Hertfordshire. And we are getting ready. Why are they still taking the knee in 2025? Christ, come on. Anyway, get on with it, please. We are ready to go here, and we want to get this game off and underway. It is going to be Liverpool to kick off all in black. And it's going to be Sherry Holland who's going to take the kick-off when the referee decides to blow a whistle. We are dead on 2:30, and we are off and underway finally. And Liverpool try and get the ball out to that far side, but Arsenal win it straight away. Oh, that's a poor play, actually, from Kyra Cooney-Cross. And Liverpool inside the penalty area, but Daphne Van Domslaar's there. Wow, that was nearly a disastrous start there for Arsenal, wasn't it? But luckily, we managed to get away with that. It was a poor ball, actually, there from Kyra Cooney-Cross, under hit pass. And suddenly we were under pressure, but Liverpool didn't make the most of that. Arsenal now trying to play it out from the back. get the ball up this near side. Steph Catley plays it up the line to Caitlin Ford. The two Australians generally link up well. Surely that was a foul there on Katie McCabe. It was by Sam Kerr. Not that Sam Kerr, the Sam Kerr who plays for Scotland. And she's on loan, actually, isn't she, from somewhere that I can't remember who she's on loan from. She's on loan from somebody. Anyway, that's a long up free. Is it Bayern Munich, actually? I think it might be Bayern Munich, mightn't it? Because I'm sure we played against her before in the Champions League. Anyway, Arsenal trying to come forward now for the first time. So with Caitlin Ford on this near side in the shade. She's coming into the sunshine now inside the penalty. She does well. Caitlin Ford, it comes to the edge of the box. Kim Little thought about a shot. Maybe she should have had the shot. She doesn't seem to shoot much anymore, does she, Kim Little, from those positions like she used to do? Scott says there, who do you all think will be the first goal scorer? I'm going Leslie Russo because generally she is the first goal scorer. But who knows? Maybe Beth Mead. Who knows? Terry says not the racist. Exactly, yeah, not the racist Sam Kerr. The other one, the Scottish one, the nice one. Anyway, it's a goal kick to Liverpool. That pass there forward was overhit. I think it was Leah Williamson, and Liverpool play it short over on that far side. And they try to play their way out of the press, but it doesn't work. It's gone out for a throw to Arsenal in front of the east stand, where Andreas is seated. So we might actually see him on a camera at some point during the game. We shall see. Anyway, Arsenal back in possession. It goes all the way back to Daphne Van Domselaar. She's all in yellow. Plays the ball up this near side. Katie McCabe now. It seemed to run over looked like it was on a slope on the pitch there, the way the ball rolled. Of course, there's been problems with this pitch. Renee mentioned it after last week's game, and it hasn't, obviously Boreham Wood play on this pitch as well, and I suppose that helps, does it? The weather's not been great. You can see the pitch doesn't look fantastic. It's not as slick, of course, as the Emirates surface, but we have to play here a few times a season still, and so this could be one of the last games here this season, couldn't it? Terry's gone 40 first goal, 5-1. Ryan's gone Williamson. Yeah, why not? Joe's gone Mead. Yeah, maybe Mead. I kind of fancy a goal from Mead today. Joe says, why did Fox pass back when Mead was free? Well, I don't know. I don't get it really. No, we knew you meant Mead. Yeah. Anyway, Arsenal back in possession inside the centre circle. We've just given the ball away again. And it was Kim Little. But Emily Fox steps in. It's going to be a throw though to Liverpool over on this near side. We've played 3 minutes. El Loco says, hi everyone, happy to be here. Happier still that Liverpool's Leanne Kiernan isn't playing. What a live wire. Yeah, Olivia Smith is playing though. She's a live wire as well, isn't she? So, but let's not worry too much about Liverpool. If we play our game, if we produce a good performance, we should have too much, shouldn't we, for Liverpool, let's be honest. But you never know. Games never kind of always go easy. It's interesting that, I see. I got to say, definitely didn't take the goal kick, but that's because Steph was going to play it back to her. Anyway, Leah Williamson gives it back to Daphne again inside the Arsenal 6-yard box. Liverpool aren't really pressing, and they could do, but they don't. And Daphne goes long towards Russo inside the centre circle. She does well, exchanges passes with Mariona. Now it's with Kim Little over on that far side, driving the ball forward. Emily Fox there touches it back. And again, Liverpool forcing Arsenal back. We've got to expect this today. That's going to be the pattern of this game. Liverpool are going to defend with that low block. And, if they looked at what West Ham did last week, I'm sure they'll maybe try and use some of that as well. They also are coming forward now on that far side. Emily Fox has done well, stretching that Liverpool defence right over on that far touchline. Again, now we're forced backwards. Now it's with Steph Catley just inside the centre circle, digs the ball out of her feet and finds Katie McCabe. Up this near side, Caitlin Ford plays it on again to Leslie Russo, and it's going to be a throw to Arsenal. Good play there from Arsenal all round. That was. El Loco says, yeah, we should be all right today. Last week showed how much fight our girls have. Much excited and smashing Spurs. But exactly, I mean, beating Spurs 5-0 is good. Of course it is, but last week's game was incredible, wasn't it? We went through every bit of emotion possible, and in the end, we got a fantastic victory. Hopefully today can be a little bit calmer. We don't really want to go for all that stress again, do we? But as long as we win at the end of it, that's all that matters in the FA Cup. That throw there almost finds Kim Little couldn't quite get the ball under control, and Emily Fox battles away for it well. And now Kyra plays it forward to the edge of the box to Mariona. That's a great ball up this near side. Katie McCabe manages to keep possession, just about loses her feet, but manages to get back up again. Mariona again in possession. What a season she's having. Kyra Cooney-Cross tries to thread the ball through to the run there of Kim Little, but Liverpool manage to bring it clear. It's playing at quite a pace, this game, isn't it? It's frantic stuff these first 5.5 minutes. Terry says the ball does bobble a bit when passing on the floor. It does, yeah. I don't think this pitch is fantastic. I mean, you've got to think that, you know, the girls have played a lot of football at the Emirates on that almost perfect surface, and then you've got to come here and play here. It must be difficult, and obviously it has an impact. And I think the last couple of performances at Meadow Park in particular haven't been the best, have they? I don't think we've played the best in the last few games here. And I think the pitch has played a part in that. But, you know, I don't know, they need to maybe do some work on it over the summer. Well, we don't know, of course, how many games we'll be playing here next season, of course. Who knows? Anyway, Letty Russo has done well. Over her head, finds Caitlin Ford on this near side, just inside the Liverpool penalty area now. And trying to get a cross in, but she can't get the ball. She doesn't manage to get it back to Mariona inside the box. A nice touch back to Emily Fox. Thought about a shot. And in the end, it's gone all the way out to the far side to Beth Mead. Oh, and Beth Mead actually gives the ball away. And now Liverpool on the counter-attack. They're going to be dangerous in these situations, aren't they? You do feel. And they are coming forward now over on this far side. Good tackle there from Leah Williamson. And she had a great game last week, Leah. And she's looked sharp in the start of this game as well. Joe says, yes, a very patchy, dry-looking pitch. It is, yeah. It needs work done to it, quite honestly. I mean, we shouldn't, you know, I suppose maybe the girls have been a little bit spoiled playing at the Emirates so often on such a pitch, and then they've got to come here and play on this pitch, and it must take it must be a difficult adjustment to make. You know, when you're used to passing the ball on a lovely flat surface, and then you come in here and it's bobbling all over the place. It's going to have an impact, isn't it? And maybe last week we saw that. The game before, was it the London City Lionesses game? We didn't play particularly well here either. Obviously Man City beat us here, didn't they, as well? So yeah, it's one of them sort of situations, isn't it? That's the problem when you play at two different home grounds. I suppose it's adapting to the two different environments, isn't it? And it's not just the pitch here. I mean, the pitch is terrible. And especially on this near side, which is obviously in the shade, seems to be a lot worse than the other side over the far side. But, yeah, let's see what happens anyway. See, that ball there bounced on the surface, didn't get a great bounce, and Caitlin Ford couldn't keep it, and it bounced over her head. It's gone out for a throw, and that kind of sums us up a little bit, doesn't it, this pitch? But anyway, Chloe Kelly, of course, is in the stand there. She cannot play today. Cup tied. She actually played for Man City in the fourth round. I think she came on as a sub, and had she not come on, she would have been eligible to play. So it's a bit frustrating for her, really. But anyway, she can play against Real Madrid in the Champions League, which is great news. And she can play, of course, on Friday against Everton as well. So we should see quite a bit of Chloe Kelly over the next couple of weeks, which is good to see. Terry says, at least you can see all the pitch this week. Yeah, they've done a slightly better job from the camera position. We can see all the pitch, which sometimes you can't on this near side. Anyway, that was a ball played forward there from Katie McCabe, but it's cut out. And not much to choose between the teams at the moment, but Mariona's done well there. She's done really well. Kyra Cooney-Cross plays it out to the far side. Wasn't a good ball, though. Emily Fox have made an overlap, but the ball was overhit. And Taylor Hines is there for Liverpool. But they've given the ball straight back to Kyra Cooney-Cross over on that far side. And Arsenal looking to find a way past this very well-organised Liverpool defence, which we knew they would be. They generally are. And that's a ball over the top, but it's going to run out of play. Again, it was Leah Williamson with a pass. See, Liverpool are trying to push up and then force us to hit a long ball over the top, which we're doing, and we're not quite getting it right at the minute. But if we can get it right and get in, we're going to have opportunities, aren't we? But Liverpool look very well organised. They've obviously come here to try and keep it tight and maybe snatch a goal. And you have to say, if Liverpool do score first, I think it's going to be really tough for us to get 2 goals back. It's important that we get ourselves in front, and then Liverpool will have to, at some stage, open up a little bit more, won't they? They can't just sit back. in a cup game when they're losing. So the first goal the first goal generally is important, but in a game like this against a team like Liverpool, I think it's even more important than it would usually be. So I think if Liverpool score first, it's going to be really, really tough, isn't it? Anyway, there's a round of applause in the ground, which I'm assuming is for that young girl who unfortunately died this week playing football. Got run over by a car that went onto the pitch where she was playing. Unbelievable scenes there. Really sad. I think she was 10 years old, so it's at 10 minutes. Poppy, I think her name was. So, yes, of course, condolences to all her family and friends. Just an unbelievable event, really, wasn't it? Really, really sad and shocking, but good to see like the women's game has really come out in support of her and her family this week, which is nice to see, isn't it? And of course, it was International Women's Day yesterday as well, wasn't it? Which, is always worth celebrating, isn't it? Sure, that's a foul throw there, referee. Crikey, that has to be a foul throw. Anyway, Arsenal trying to pick the ball up on the edge of the box. It's fell here to Beth Mead. She threads the ball through. Oh, Leslie Russo was on her heels there, and the ball just ran away from her. She should have maybe gone to attack that a little bit more. And it's gone behind for a goal kick. And Arsenal in the final third haven't really got going yet, have we? Not quite happened for us yet. We're dominating a possession, but of course, as we found out on the show on Friday, when Andreas told us Arsenal had 72% possession, wasn't it, against West Ham last week, and only scraped a 4-3 win. And we've had a lot of the possession so far today and haven't even had a shot on goal yet. So it's in the final third where the issues are happening at the minute. But so you have to give Liverpool credit because they are defending well, and Katie McCabe has just conceded a free kick with a foul there on Olivia Smith inside the centre circle. Did she sort of catch her on the side of the head or pull her hair, did she? She might well have done. Anyway, Olivia Smith is now going to rebuild her ponytail, which maybe Katie McCabe pulled out there. But anyway, it's a free kick to Liverpool just inside the centre circle. And they've got an opportunity to get the ball in towards the Arsenal penalty area. They've not really threatened yet either. The game hasn't really caught fire yet. Arsenal have been the better team, obviously, but we certainly haven't created anything at all yet. Anyway, Liverpool with this free kick, chance to get the ball into the box. It does come towards the edge of the box. It's flicked on right over to the far side and didn't really fall there for Liverpool. It's going to run behind for a goal kick. Good defending there from Emily Fox. And Capox there couldn't get the ball in. And it's going to be a goal kick, which Steph Catley is going to take. Is she going to go long or is she just going to give it back to Daphne? Just gives it back to Daphne. And Liverpool aren't pressing the goalkeeper here. They just seem to be sitting on the edge of the penalty. Anyway, Daphne goes long this time. It's not a great ball there, is it? Leslie Russo is forcing a press, which Mariona takes up that invitation, of course, as she would do. And now Leslie Russo presses the Liverpool defence. And now Caitlin Ford. And are we going to force the error? We do, but Katie McCabe can't quite manage to keep the ball, and Liverpool managed to beat it, actually. They've played well here, Liverpool. They've done this well. Beth Mead's just gone down inside the centre circle, and now Liverpool have got a little bit of space over on that far side. They worked it well there, didn't they, Liverpool, actually? Arsenal started to press, and they managed to find a way through, and a cross comes in from the far side. It's not a bad ball, and it's going to have to be dealt with there by Katie McCabe, and it was scooped away. And now Arsenal got some possession over on that far side, but again we've lost it. And this is a bit scrappy, this, from both teams, actually. Liverpool now with Grace Fisk in possession up this near side, finds Olivia Smith. She cuts in field. She's done well, Olivia Smith. She's just inside the penalty area now. Can she get the shot away? She does, but that's great defending from Steph Catley. That was enterprising play there from the Canadian there. Smith done really well, cut inside Katie McCabe a little bit too easily, you have to say. Then got into the penalty area, but Steph Catley stood firm, got the block in. But it is going to be a corner to Liverpool, the first corner of the game. We struggled from corners last week, didn't we? Let's hope we defend this one a little bit better. Well, we need to, don't we? It's going to be Mary Hobbinger with this corner on the near side for Liverpool. They're right. Comes in low towards the edge of the 6-yard box, goes all the way across to the far post, and it's just deflected wide. It is going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. heart in the mouth moment there, wasn't there? Just briefly, it was Jasmine Matthews there coming out of the far post, but she could only manage to deflect it wide, and now Arsenal trying to build from the back. Done well there, actually. This is nice play. Comes into Kyra Cooney crossing midfield, but she just lets the ball run away from her, and then she clips Olivia Smith. It is going to be a free kick to Liverpool. She's clipped her ankle, actually. Although she didn't mean to. They were just both running for the ball, but it is a free kick again to Liverpool. This one's a little bit closer in towards the goal. And suddenly Liverpool have had a fairly good couple of minutes spell here, haven't they? Had the free kick just before. Just seen Olivia Smith's brilliant play to win a corner, and now they've got a free kick again midway inside the Arsenal half. It comes up this near side to Grace Fisk. Can she get the cross in? She does get the cross in. It's a good cross, headed out well though by Leah Williamson, and Arsenal can complete the clears. But Liverpool are having a good spell here in this game after 16 minutes. Oh, they just lost the ball. Whoa, referee, that's a yellow card. Surely that's a yellow card, ref. You've got to give a yellow card. There's a pullback on Leslie Russo. I mean, it's not far off being a red card, actually, but it was on the halfway line. They were covering defenders, and it is a yellow card there for Hobbinger. That was a really poor bit of play from her. She'd lost the ball initially to Leslie Russo, and then Leslie Russo had got past her, and she just pulled her back. And the ball did break briefly to Mariona, but obviously it was a free kick and a yellow card, and that wasn't very nice play at all there, was it, from Hobbinger? But anyway, it's a free kick to Arsenal virtually on the halfway line, which Leah Williamson is going to take in the sunshine at Meadow Park. Steph Catley gets the ball square, and she gives it back to Leah Williamson again. It's very measured from Arsenal, but not really particularly direct at the moment. Anyway, Steph Catley plays the ball forward. It's a good ball into the path there of Katie McKay, but in the end, she can get it under control, and Liverpool clear it away for a throw on this near side. You have to say there's not much to choose between the sides here so far. Liverpool are playing pretty well, keeping us at bay, and we haven't quite got going yet. But maybe we'll have an opportunity here. Katie McKay battling away for the ball there. But again, Liverpool break it clear. And again, it's Olivia Smith leading the charge. She is a very, very good player. Plays it up this near side to Cat Pops. That's a good ball forward, but in the end, Kyra Cooney Crosser is going to shepherd it out. And it is going to be a goal kick to Arsenal. Sherry Holland there couldn't get on the end of that. And that was good defending. Angie's what was they doing, Angie? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying the sunshine, actually, and the game as well. Not really got going yet, have we, though, unfortunately. 18 minutes played, and there hasn't been a shot at goal from either team. It's been a bit of a midfield stalemate at the moment, this game. Anyway, Liverpool trying to put a different pattern to it. Ryan says they always want Leslie's shirt off her back. Well, yeah, she certainly did there, didn't she? Anyway, she did get herself a yellow card, Hobbinger, so she's going to have to be careful now. Anyway, Liverpool in possession over on that far side. Just waiting for this game to really ignite, aren't we? Anyway, Liverpool just giving the ball away, and then Kyra Cooney Cross gives it straight back to them. And that sort of sums up this game so far. There's no real pattern to it. Neither team can really string together a decent amount of possession. And Arsenal just giving the ball away. Actually, we haven't, because it's fallen here to Leslie Russo inside the centre circle. She breaks forward. Caitlin Ford's gone ahead of her. And in the end, Leslie Russo ran into trouble. And she maybe didn't appreciate the run that Caitlin Ford made there, actually. But she maybe held on to the ball slightly too long in any case. And again, we've had a turnover of possession, and Liverpool have got the ball again up this near side. Grace Fisk fires it forward towards the halfway line, but Arsenal won it back only briefly. Olivia Smith, she's done really well again, got past Katie McCabe. She's caused us some problems already. Olivia Smith with a ball into the box. It was a decent ball as well, actually. And no one could quite get on the end of it. It was Capox there was the nearest to it. But again, Olivia Smith is looking dangerous. She is. We talked about her on the show, didn't we? On Friday. She's a very good player. She's already got past Katie McCabe a couple of times. That is a really good cross, actually. Wow. If anyone had been in there, that could have been 1-0 to Liverpool. Joe says, disjointed and heavy touches. Joe says, mind you, Liverpool playing pretty good. No, Liverpool playing really well. Terry says, Smith cooking out Katie. She is. She's definitely cooking out so far. But I'm sure Katie will get herself into this game the more it goes on. But yeah, so far Olivia Smith is looking at the biggest threat for Liverpool, which we kind of assumed she would be on this near side. She's been really, really lively. And I say there's nothing really to choose between these teams at the minute. It's very, very even. This is a game that could go either way. It did take 2 second-half goals for Manchester City to beat Aston Villa. Kim Little's just gone down, and she stayed down for the time being. It is a throw to Liverpool over on that far side, which Taylor Hines is going to take. Kim Little's back on her feet again. But it is a throw to Liverpool on the left-hand side. Taylor Hines gets it back again, but it's a little bit scrappy play again, isn't it? The ball seems to be bobbling around. It seems to be rolling very, very quick off the surface as well. It's just a strange... It's I don't know if it's... Is this a different ball in the FA Cup? I know we talked about it being the wrong ball before. The ball and the pitch combination doesn't seem to be great. It's rolling around quite a lot. Anyway, it's back with Daphne Van Domslaar, which is leading to some heavy touches, and definitely had a heavy touch there. She has managed to get the ball out to that far side. Emily Fox now. This game is lacking quality, and we've just given it away again. And Kim Little's battling back in midfield, trying to win it back, and now Emily Fox does get the ball. And last week's game had a lot of mistakes, but it did have a lot of quality as well, obviously a lot of excitement. And this game has been nowhere near that level as yet. Midway through this first half nearly. And not too much has happened, if we're totally honest. Not too much at all. It is 0-0. And neither goalkeepers had too much to do. Terry says, trying to get it right as the ball. Well, I don't know if it is the ball. It's just the way this ball is moving on this pitch. It seems like a penny floater, doesn't it, sometimes? The way it's just sort of rolling all over the place. And I don't know if it is a different ball. The FA Cup tends to have a different ball, doesn't it? I don't know if that's the reason. It just looks strange, this ball on this pitch. The combination, is it a bit windy? I don't know what it is, but the ball's not sitting very well. And not just for us. There's heavy touches everywhere. Liverpool the same. And I think that's why this game's lacking rhythm. I mean, the ball looks quite nice, doesn't it? But it does seem to be moving about quite a lot. Why it says, well, I don't want to blame the ball, but it seems like it might be the ball. I don't know. Anyway, Joe says, someone put their solid foot on the ball and no one is looking after the ball. No one is looking after the ball. I think it's a combination of the actual ball and the pitch combined, really. Anyway, Arsenal are in possession now. And Kyra plays it back to Steph Catley. She moves from the shady bit into the sunshine and then plays the ball back to Daphne and then gets it back again. Steph on this near side. Plays it forward with her left foot to Katie McCabe. Under a bit of pressure, but plays it back to Leah Williamson. Brings the ball forward inside the centre circle. Touches it to Kim Little. Arsenal enjoying some possession here, but not really making any inroads forward. And we've just given the ball away again. And this is not a great game, let's be honest. You know, we're quick to praise the women's game like last week when it's exciting, lots going on, lots of goals, excitement. So it's only fair that when it is a poor game, we say it's a poor game, and this is a poor game. No one can really seem to get their foot on the ball. And it's just bobbling around everywhere. It's heavy touches all over the place. No one can keep possession. No one can really string 3 or 4 good passes together. And it's led to a really, really scrappy game. Alessia Russo does touch the ball off this near side to Caitlin Ford. Mariona's gone outside her. Caitlin's going to cut inside instead. Plays it in towards the penalty. Again, it's deflected away. Liverpool can clear it, but not very far. Kyra Cooney cross gets hold of the ball now. She put a cross in. It's a poor cross though, isn't it? It's easily headed out. And now Liverpool can try to come forward themselves. Olivia Smith, who seems to be adapting to the ball and the pitch quite well. Again, she goes past Katie McCabe. That's a good ball forward as well. And Liverpool are playing some neat and tidy football here. Grace Fisk now on this near side, drills across. Not a great ball though, is it? Beth Mead can cut that out. And now she finds Caitlin Ford. And Caitlin Ford can bring the ball forward Touches it off to Beth Mead over on that far side, and then we go back again to Leah Williamson. Now a chance to get the ball forward. That's a good ball fall. Is it going to find Leslie Russo? No, it isn't. Because again, you see it's rolling through on this pitch. Is it the wind? Maybe a little bit. It does look a bit breezy. Although I don't think it's that windy, is it? Certainly not as windy as a Bayern Munich game. If you remember that one, Christ, that was horrendous, wasn't it? It's nowhere near as windy as that, so we're not going to blame the wind. The only thing I can think of is the combination of the ball and the pitch. It just looks weird. The way the ball's moving, it just doesn't look normal. Anyway, I'm saying a little bit like Arteta, but we're not losing, so that's fine. If we lose, we'll blame the ball, shall we? If we get knocked out, like Arteta blamed the ball and we got knocked out. So yeah, let's do that, shall we? Because that seems to be acceptable, to blame everything else apart from a performance. Anyway, Arsenal trying to come to grips with the pitch and the ball and the weather and the fact Liverpool wearing a different kit, maybe that's confusing us a little bit. They're all in black. Obviously, they can't wear red, but maybe that's confusing us a little bit. Maybe the sun being out is confusing us. It's not like we've had a lot of sunshine in the last 6 months or so, is it? So I don't know whether the sun's maybe confusing us. I don't know what it is. Something's not quite happening for us, is it, in this game? Anyway, we're looking to come forward now at this near side. Leslie Russo, she's tackled though there by Gemma Bonnet. Is going to be a throw. Joe says, mind you, Chelsea is still 0-0 against Crystal Palace. Maybe there's no easy cup game. Well, no, I wouldn't say there's an easy cup game, but I mean, Chelsea in the end, you know what Chelsea are like. See, there, right, and I don't know if this is the win. Katie McCabe just took a throw in on this near side, and the ball was like floating like this in the air, like a snake. Now, was that the wind that's blowing it? Is the ball just too light? It looks like a penny floater. It honestly does. Anyway, we're not going to blame the ball yet because we're not losing. And I suppose Chelsea are playing with the same ball, aren't they? But I think we've got a corner here, so let's see if we can find a goal here from this corner, which Beth Mead is going to take on this near side. Arsenal's left, she's going to curl it in. And it comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. The goalkeeper punches it clear, not very far. It's going to fall to the edge of the box. A shot comes in there. Wow, that was a terrible shot. It's ended up in the North Bank behind the goal from Katie McCabe. And if Katie McCabe can't strike the ball particularly cleanly, then obviously there is a problem somewhere. I mean, it did bounce up right in front of her, but she got her body shape all wrong anyway. And that's ended up nowhere near where it needed to go. 28 minutes played here at Meadow Park. And there's pretty much nothing to tell you about because nothing has happened. There's been neither goalkeepers had a save to make. Neither team's created an opportunity. It's just been very, very poor. Joe says, God, that's a rugby conversion attempt. It was. I mean, it would have been 3 points in rugby, wouldn't it? It's not 3 points up for grabs today. Of course, it's a place in the semi-final. Ryan says, not used to the sun. Yeah, I think that's what it might be. I mean, some of them should be. I mean, Steph Catley should be used to the sun. Sitting on Bondi Beach or wherever it is, where she's just come back from. Anyway, Leah Williamson now has got the ball, but she's facing her own goal, being put under pressure, but she's not bothered about that. Plays the ball forward, and Arsenal again have given it away. And it's scrappy as anything, this game. It really is scrappy. Anyway, Steph Catley's done well there. Plays the ball forward to Mariona. Gets it out to that far side. Even Mariona's passing isn't finding its target. And there you go. Terry says, I've seen Party get closer than that. Yeah, he's actually hit a few bangers in, doesn't he, from time to time? Thomas Party, not often, but I remember when against Tottenham he scored, which was a good one, wasn't it? Anyway, the men, of course, are playing at Manchester United at 4:30 this afternoon. Difficult game that's going to be, of course. Anyway, Arsenal in possession now. Kyra Cooney cross touches it off to Steph Catley. She thought about a ball forward. She was put under pressure and managed to get it to Katie McCabe on this near side. It ends up back with Steph Catley again. And now it's with Daphne Van Domselaar. That save she made last week in the final few moments of that game to give us the 3 points. What an important moment that might be in the race for the top 3. But today it's all about the FA Cup and making it through to the semi-final. Another semi-final. course, we last reached the final in 2020, didn't we? Got absolutely hammered by Chelsea at Wembley. Of course, a strange FA Cup final in December it was. We were there that day. Not a great occasion at all for Arsenal, was it? A really poor performance. We got absolutely ripped to pieces by Chelsea that day. But I do feel as though if we play Chelsea again, whether it's in a semi-final, should we get through, or the final, I think we'll be a lot more competitive this time. I really do. Joe says, I think one goal will do it. Whoever goes behind will not claw it back. Yeah, I'm kind of fearing that if Liverpool score, I don't know, I would be worried if we can score two. It's that type of game, isn't it? It has got a scrappy 1-0 written all over it for somebody. Anyway, that's a good cross all the way across from Katie McCabe, all the way over to that far side to Caitlin Ford. But she can't keep the ball in. In fact, it went off. Taylor Hines, it's a throw to Arsenal, which is taken quickly. Andy says, yeah, I was at Wembley, horrible day, weather and performance. Well, yeah, it's not an FA Cup final day in December, is it? Obviously, it was delayed, of course, due to the lockdown and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, this wasn't a good day, was it, for us at all? Olivia Smith again causing Katie McCabe some problems, and then she's fouled by Beth Mead. And you do feel as though if anybody's going to have a key to open the lock in this game, it does look like Olivia Smith at the minute. Katie McCabe tried to be too clever then she tried to foul Olivia Smith, but she wasn't having none of it. And then Beth Mead fouled her instead. 31 minutes played. And yeah, not much going on here at all, you have to say. But that was a horrible day at Wembley. I mean, it was nice to be there. Obviously, been to a few Women's Cup finals over the years, and that one won't live long in the memory, will it? Unfortunately. Although we had a good time. We met Amar and Amar's dad, and his dad's a lot of fun as well, actually. Amar's dad, that we had a good time in the hotel bar after the game. That was a lot of fun that day. Despite the game being so poor. But better times are coming, and better times have come since, of course. We've won 2 finals against Chelsea, of course, as we know, in the Continental Cup. And are we going to turn the Continental Cup success into an FA Cup success this season? Anyway, Leslie Russo has just been fouled there by Gemma Bonner. Joe says, get Katie off and bring Jenna on. I think it's a bit early for that. I mean, Katie McCabe is struggling a little bit against Olivia Smith, but will Jenna, who's not played much football, will she do any better? My guess is probably not. So I wouldn't necessarily make that change. Certainly not yet anyway. Anyway, Leah Williamson now in possession for Arsenal, midway inside the Arsenal half. Plays it out to the far touchline to Caitlin Ford, who's actually moved over to the right-hand side, and Beth Mead on the left. She does like to switch the wingers about a little bit, doesn't she, Renee? But hasn't really made any impact. Now it's Liverpool coming forward. Well, it's a good play, actually, from Liverpool again. They've looked neat and tidy on the ball, haven't they? I mean, they had a decent season last year, obviously not quite as good this year. I see Katie McCabe then does better against Olivia Smith, wins the ball off her, but then gives it straight back to Liverpool in the form of Grace Fisk, who comes forward. That's a nice ball, but again, a poor touch. Everybody's having a poor touch here. Leslie Russo's turning around in circles, trying to find Kyra Cooney-Cross, who's done well in a tight space. But again, Liverpool have picked up the ball. Oh, a shot from distance there. It's blocked. Comes back to Liverpool again. Now it's with Olivia Smith inside the area. Katie McCabe this time steps in. But again, it only comes out as far as Grace Fisk. El Loco says Russo really does go through lots of rough stuff, but she's a tough Italian. Well, no, she is. I don't think she's playing particularly well at the minute, actually. I didn't think she was very good last week. She hasn't really got in this game yet either. You know who this game's crying out for, don't you? I'm not even going to say it. I'll let you decide. Who do you think this game's crying out for? Anyway, Beth Mead does well, touches it off to Steph Catley, and she plays it square to Leah Williamson. 34 and a half minutes on the clock. It's still 0-0. It's still quite poor. Still not a lot's happening. I'm sure the game will get better. Well, I say that. We've got to hope it gets better, because it can't get any worse, can it? Because it's been really, really drab. Ryan says the ballerina, exactly, the ballerina. That's what we need. That's what this game's crying out for. I'm sure we'll see her in the second half. Although, to be fair, she's going to get absolutely no service if the game carries on like this, is she? Let's be honest. She needs that service, that ball's in behind. Oh, Olivia Smith done really well again against Katie McCabe. What a player she is. She's running at the Arsenal defence again inside the penalty area. Tries to go past Steph Catley. Can she get the ball across to near post? She does. It's deflected wide. It's going to be a corner. Leah Williamson thinks it should be a goal kick. And we just cannot live with Olivia Smith in this first half at all. Every time she gets the ball, you worry something's going to happen. Katie McCabe just got mugged off there completely. Again, 3 or 4 times that's happened. I mean, Steph Catley did quite well. She couldn't stop the cross, and it was fired in at the near post, and it was Leah Williamson put it behind for a corner. And Katie McCabe is struggling here in this game, there's no doubt. Anyway, it's a corner again, which Hobbinger's going to take. It's a deep one again. Comes all the way across to the far post. Arsenal haven't really dealt with it. It's going to be recycled back in again. It does come back in again. This time it's headed away by Kyra Cooney-Cross. And he comes out again to Liverpool player. Shot comes in from distance. That was a poor effort. Blocked easily by Kyra Cooney-Cross. And now Mariona's after that ball. But Liverpool again keep possession. It's a good spell from Liverpool coming into the last 10 minutes of this first half. And you have to say, Liverpool have played well. They have played well. They've not created too much themselves, but they've played well. Joe says, it's not the pitch, ball or wind. It's Arsenal just not performing because Liverpool aren't struggling. Well, no, I think Liverpool's touch, some of their touches haven't been great either. Well, it's a great cross towards the far post. And Leah Williamson had to be alert there to head that behind. Wow, that was heading for Sophie Roman Haas there. And that was a lovely cross, actually. And Leah Williamson had to be alert, or that could well have been 1-0 to Liverpool. It was Sam Kerr, it was, with the ball in. Ryan says, Smith, sign her up, indeed. Mitch Pinkslot says, as a Canadian, I love Olivia Smith, but not against us. Well, no, she's an amazing player. Wow. She's certainly causing us all sorts of problems. All sorts of problems. Anyway, it's another corner to Liverpool. And they are playing well in this game. Wayne Francis says, Smith is doing my heading. Oh, she's doing all her heading, but she's a great player. And, at the end of the day, it's great to see great players playing well, isn't it? And she is having a great game. Anyway, this corner comes in for Liverpool towards the near post. It's headed away, though, well by Leslie Russo. Only as far as Olivia Smith, though, we know this could be problems. It's a decent cross towards the far post. Oh, and Daphne couldn't get hold of it. And it's put behind for another corner. Not great handling there from Daphne. Even she's getting the this kind of malaise that seems to be running through the team today. That was poor handling there, actually, wasn't it? El Loco says, yeah, Olivia Smith would improve us big time in place of Mead, who, in my opinion, has tanked. Well, since her injury, she has. Anyway, this is another corner again from that far side, again towards the edge of the 6-yard box, headed more up and away by Leah Williamson. Comes to Olivia Smith. It's a nice touch inside the box. It's a decent cross as well. It's flicked on, and Arsenal struggling to get this ball clear at the minute. Now, that's a foul there on Beth Mead. And it's Hobbinger again. Surely she's in trouble here. She's already been booked. Is this going to be a red card? It's an elbow in the back of her head. That's got to be a yellow card. And it would be a second yellow for her as well, Hobbinger. She's already been booked. And I think she's lucky to get away with that there. It was an elbow to the back of the head. And that was not very nice at all. And she's quite lucky there not to get a second yellow card, Mary Hobbinger. Very lucky indeed. And Beth Mead is now getting some treatment. We've played nearly 40 minutes. It's going to be a bit of stoppage time now for this hold-up. Jimmy says, Smith, what a great right winger indeed. She is a brilliant player. Absolutely, she is. Anyway, Beth Mead is back up again. And Marie Hobbinger is definitely walking a bit of a tightrope here because she's already been booked. And that's an elbow in the back of the head there. I mean, surely that is a yellow card. But anyway, not given. El Loco says Hobbinger must have been watching Miles Lewis Skelly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I wonder if she'll get taken off as well, probably at half time, because surely her next foul she's going to be off. Jimmy says should have been a card. It should have been, and she'd already been booked, so it would have been a second one. Matthew says that the women are totally rattled. Yeah, maybe they are a bit rattled. Liverpool have got in our faces and made it really tough for us, but we kind of knew they would because they generally do. Anyway, that's a long ball forward looking for Katie McCabe. She's not going to get there, or is she going to get there? No, she isn't. And it's gone behind. In fact, she then commits a foul on Gemma Bonner, I think it is. And it is going to be a goal kick to Liverpool anyway. She kind of crashed into the camera woman there, didn't she, behind the goal? Matthew says Smith has what we don't, pace. Well, she does have pace and she has skill as well. She's got it all, hasn't she, really? You know, she's strong, she's fast, she's skillful, and she makes good decisions as well. She, you know, some of the balls she's put in have been brilliant, and she's caused us a lot of problems. Anyway, Katie McCabe gets there, hooks the ball forward. Arsenal just cannot get hold of the ball here in his first half at all. And it's not been great, has it? Anyway, Leah Williamson now drills the ball up. He actually plays it out because there's a Liverpool player injured now. I think it's Roman Haas has gone down. Again, she's holding the back of her head as well. It's all been a bit scrappy here. But it was Leah Williamson there. She had butted her. They both went for the ball. And she's come off worse. The Liverpool striker, the Norwegian. I'm sure she's going to be okay. Anyway, some of the Liverpool subs are warming up. But we're very, very close to half time here. And it's another injury break. We've had a couple now in the last few minutes. And it is Roman Haas just getting back to her feet again. Looks like she's going to be okay anyway, which is good. And we're probably going to get about 5 minutes of stoppage time, I would imagine, at the end of this first half. We're into the last 2.5 minutes of normal time. And we'll see what stoppage time there's going to be. But there's going to be quite a bit, you feel, the way this first half has gone. Terry says Liverpool doesn't have what we have, a crap manager. They don't have any manager at all, do they? They've just got an interim. Joe says Renee will fix it. Well, let's hope she will. I don't know what she can do to fix it, but anyway, something needs to happen because this has just not been good at all, has it? In fact, if you're looking at this first half, Liverpool have probably been the better team. 110 volts is all very frustrating. It is. It is very frustrating. Absolutely. Really, really frustrating. But anyway, it is what it is. And we've just given the ball away inside the box, Daphne. And then she makes the save. It fell straight to Roman Haas there. I don't know quite what Daphne was thinking there. She played it straight to her. That's a terrible pass out. And in the end, this shot wasn't great either, was it? And Daphne was able to make the save, and we got away with one there. Joe says, Jesus, indeed. Ms. Pinkshot says, yikes. Matthew says, totally rattled. Well, we just not, you're right, we just haven't got going at all. Joe says, what are they all on? Well, I'm not sure what they're on, but it's not recommended, is it? Because it's a really poor performance. Really poor performance. I mean, I can't remember us playing this badly for a long time. Anyway, Katie McCabe now, can we get a goal before half time? We're into the last minute of normal time of this first half, which has been a shocker. Let's be honest, it has been a bit of a shocker. But it's still 0-0, and in a cup, these games don't matter if you win them, I suppose. You know, we can scrape a 1-0. We're in the semi-final and no one will care. It's just if you lose, then obviously it becomes more of a problem, doesn't it? Anyway, Arsenal are coming forward now. Caitlin Ford on this near side. Can she get the ball into the box? No one's really in there. In fact, there's an offside anyway. Dear me. Dear, oh dear. Really, really, really poor game, this. But anyway, It is what it is. At least we've got Andreas's vlog to look forward to. Miss Pink sort of says, like watching ping pong with this ball. It is the ball. It's not just me, isn't it? It is the ball. It's like a penny floater, which is what we used to call them. Anyway, Lissy Russo's gone down. Referee says nothing doing. A long ball played forward into the Arsenal penalty area. It's bouncing around. Leah Williamson gets there, just does enough. And then Arsenal do manage to clear it away. Mariona touches it back to Emily Fox. There's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. Joe says, I'm half tempted to go out and chop me logs for log burner. No, wait till after the game. Wait till after the game. Matthew says, Ford is always hit and miss. So far, it's a miss. We've not really had the ball enough. I mean, to be honest with you, nobody's played that well in this game. I don't think it's fair to pick on one player. I think they've all been below par. Every single one of them has been poor. So I don't think it's fair to pick on Caitlin Ford in particular. She's done no worse than anybody else. It's just been one of them performances. Anyway, we've played one of the 3 minutes of stoppage time. Leah Williamson dinks the ball over the top. He's going to run all the way through. Is it to Caitlin Ford there? Almost would have got a goal. That would have been interesting, wouldn't it? I'll be just saying that she's not been too good. Joe says, I agree, none have played well. No, they haven't. It's been really, really poor. I can't actually, you look through the team, every single player on this pitch has been miles below their best. I don't think anybody would get more than a 3 out of 10 for this first half performance. Nobody's played well at all. Even Daphne's had some 2 terrible moments as well. Anyway, Olivia Smith, she certainly had a good first half. She's bringing it forward again for Liverpool. We don't want them to score before half-time, do we? Because that will make life really tough. They're still in possession over on that far side, but Emily Fox does well. But it is going to be a corner to Liverpool. Attacking the end where their fans are gathered. Are their fans going to get one big moment before half-time to cheer? Let's hope not, because that would make the second half really, really difficult. Surely, no disrespect to Liverpool, but a bigger club than Liverpool are going to take Olivia Smith at some point, surely. You know, this corner comes in towards the edge of the 6-yard box. Good header away by Leslie Russo. That's 2 or 3 good headers she's done. Matthew says, I don't hate on her. I just have high expectations. No, I think we all do. And I think she's a very good player. It's not been her day to day, but I say you could say that about pretty much everyone. And that just sums up there. Leslie Russo just cleared the ball away, just kicked it anywhere just to get it out. And it's now going to be a throw to Liverpool into the last 30 seconds of stoppage time at the end of this first half. And it's been so poor. Joe says she's good, Smith. Some team will poach. No, I think they will. Yeah, I think one of the top teams, whether it's in the WSL or in Europe, will definitely get. Anyway, Liverpool coming forward now. This might be the last attack of the first half. Good defending, though, that was from Beth Mead. And now Mariona brings the ball forward, finds Beth Mead again. Can Arsenal get one more chance? Or one chance? They one more chance. They haven't had any chances yet in this first half. And in fact, there's a free kick. And we have played the 3 minutes of stoppage time. There's going to be a yellow card for Beth Mead's gone down again. She took a bit of a battering in this first half. And that's going to be a yellow card for Gemma Bonner. Oh, yeah, that was a late tackle, actually, on Beth Mead. It was a really late tackle. And Beth Mead's in quite a bit of pain there. And Gemma Bonner's got a yellow card. 110 volts says, can't play like this against Madrid. Well, no, I mean, I think it'll be a different game completely. For starters, it's at the Emirates. The home game is. The away game will be on a better pitch as well. And it'll be a different game completely. But yeah, obviously, we'll have to play better than this. I don't think there's any doubt about that. El Loco says, yeah, I'm with Matthew on Ford. Too inconsistent for someone of her ability. She is, but I do feel sometimes when you're a wide player, you do rely on the service that you get, how often you're on the ball. And she has got quality on the ball. She just, in this game in particular, play has been just as bad as everybody else. In fact, there goes a half-time whistle, which in a way feels like a relief because that first half was just dreadful. It is 0-0. We haven't had a chance at all. The Liverpool goalkeeper may as well have just got a bench out and sat in the sunshine and topped her tan up because she's had nothing to do. Daphne's not had much to do either, but Daphne's been more busy. The Arsenal defence has been more busy, mainly due to the form of Olivia Smith on this near side for Liverpool, who has been the player of the match by some distance so far. Arsenal just have not got going. We look leggy. We've got no control of the ball. We can't pass to each other. Just really, really poor. Terry says, what a load of rubbish. Well, it's difficult to disagree with you. It was a terrible first half. Ryan says, it sounds like some changes needed. Well, something needs to change, whether it's personnel, whether it's attitude. I don't know what it is, but yeah, you're right. Something does need to change because that first half was really, really poor. But anyway, it is half time. It is 0-0. We could be behind, I suppose, and we're not. So we need to look at the positives and try and obviously put it right and perform a lot better in the second half. I'm sure we will, but we need to, don't we? Quite honestly. Anyway, they're going to show the highlights now, which won't take long, will it? So let's. It's probably time for me to go and get myself a cup of tea, which is much needed after that. So stay with us because we'll be back soon. And Grat says, hi there, what's your opinion of the first half? AFC a little bit, well, the first half's been terrible, quite honestly. We've been poor, really poor. Ange B, positive as ever. I'm sure the second half will be better. Well, it can't be any worse, let's be honest. Greg says, we don't need a striker. We haven't created anything. Our passing is atrocious. Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Terry says, drinky poo time indeed. Jimmy says, the pitch seems really bouncy like an Astro. Well, yeah, it does. And the ball seems really floaty. I mean, I know we're making excuses and we sound really bad, but anyway, Joe says, still 0-0 Chelsea v Palace. If we're having a bit of a meltdown, these lot are probably having heart failures. Well, that's true. They are playing Crystal Palace. At least Liverpool are a good side. I mean, not that, you can't take anyone for granted, but, Chelsea should be beating Crystal Palace quite easily. Anyway, it is half-time. It is 0-0. It has been poor, but it's going to be better. So don't go anywhere. Definitely stay tuned for the second half because all the fun's going to happen in the second half. There's going to be goals. There's going to be excitement. And we are going to go through to the semi-final, aren't we? So do stick with us. I know it's been hard work in that first half, but it will get better. Well, it's not going to get worse. So you don't want to miss it there. So stay with us. I'll be back very shortly for the second half. And yes, it's going to be got to be better. Come on, Arsenal. Sort it out, Renee. Sort it out. They've got the sprinklers on. That might help the pitch. They've got the sprinklers on. So anyway, let's see. But it is 0-0 at half time. We'll be back shortly. Stay with us. Hello, welcome back for what's going to be the second half. It's going to be a better second half as well, isn't it? We know it will be. I like Greg's comment there. He says, a team of our quality shouldn't be playing on a non-league pitch. Well, that is very true. But, up until, last season, this was our home ground. So I'll say maybe we have all been spoiled a little bit by seeing us play at the Emirates and the fantastic pitch that's there. But, yeah, I mean, they've got to get used to it, haven't they? I suppose. Ryan says a goal from the ballerina. That's what's going to win this game, absolutely. And a few minutes for Tricky Vicky. Well, we'll see how the game goes. It'd be nice to get Tricky Vicky on. And says afternoon grat poor from our girls, but I'm sure it will crank up. Well, let's hope so. It certainly can't get worse, can it, in the second half? I don't have much doubt about that. So let's see. But yeah, it was really flat. And I think that was the thing with it. It was a flat performance. It was. The passing was really bad, and I say I don't believe the pitch and the ball have really helped, but it's the same for both teams. Let's be honest. Liverpool looked better. I would say Liverpool were a better team in that first half. So let's hope that we can come back into it in the second half and play a lot better, because we're going to have to, aren't we? Let's be honest. If we don't, then we could be in trouble. And it'll be another trophy down the drain. And it would only leave the Champions League. We'd be having a season like the men, wouldn't we? And that's no good, is it? Relying on the Champions League for our trophy. That's probably not going to happen, is it, if we're totally honest? But anyway, let's see what happens. It certainly can't get any worse, can it, than that first half? So we're going to be optimistic that it might actually get better. David Brazier says there, at Old Trafford, watching this before the game starts. So yeah, there's a bit of time to go. Actually, we should have the team news, actually, shouldn't we, from Old Trafford? We should have a look and see what the team news is. Anyway, the other scorers: Chelsea are 1-0 up against Leicester. Tottenham are losing at home to Bournemouth, although they have just scored to pull one back. Have we got the teams in yet? Let's have a look. Yeah, we have. So the Man United team is Onana, Yoro, De Ligt, Lindelof, Dalot, Casemiro, Ericsson, and Mazuri, and Bruno Fernandes, Garnacho, and Xerxes. That is not a great Man United team, is it? Let's be honest. But Iron Heaven's on the bench for them, of course, our former player. So there you go. And the Arsenal team then is not too many surprises, I'm sure. David Raya, Calafiore, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, Rice, Partey, Erdegaard, Trossard, Marino, and Waneri. So no changes at all. No real surprise. The bench for Arsenal. Listen to this. This is, but before I say this bench for Arsenal, right? This is over 5 years into this manager's reign, and what, £800 million spent. Jorginho, Kiwior, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Martinelli, Neto, Sterling, Tierney, White, and Zinchenko. That's all we've got on the bench. Anyway, let's not worry too much about that for now, because we've got this game here to concern ourselves with, and it's an important one in the FA Cup. Arsenal need to win. But we're going to have to play a lot better than we did in that first half. That is for dead certain. Anyway, the teams are back out in the sunshine at Meadow Park. Arsenal, both teams are doing their little huddles, which I never quite understand why we do that on the pitch. Do it in the changing room. No one needs to see it. Anyway, is there any changes? There are. Frida Marnham's there. So Frida Marnham has come on at half-time. Mariona seems to be leading all the chat there. So who's gone off? Who has gone off? Caitlin Ford still there. Russo still there. Kim Little still there. Kyra's still there. Mariona's still there. Katie's still there. But Frida Marnham's come on. She's wearing gloves, actually. Is it cold? It's not that cold here. But anyway, Frida Marnham is on. But who's gone off? Is it Beth Mead? It might well be Beth Mead, actually. It might well be Beth Mead that's gone off. Anyway, we're about to get a second half underway. It's going to be Arsenal to kick off. Greg says, the ball is a disgrace. The Emirates is free, and they make the girls play on a pitch now no better than a local park. They don't really care about the women. I mean, I do agree with you, but I've got to be honest, we don't know the full reasons as to why they couldn't use the Emirates. I don't know what's involved. It's easy for us to say, well, we should have used it. No one else is playing on it today, but is it that easy? I don't know. Anyone else coming forward straight away. Russo's ball into the box was a good one. Well defended, actually. It's going to be a corner straight away to Arsenal. It was a much better start. It was Gemma Bonner with the clearance for Liverpool. Matthew says it would be Mead. Yeah, I thought it was Mead, yeah. Grat says Brits are near tea. Me myself is drinking the Swedish equivalent of Choco Choice Yahoo, the chocolate milk. I never heard of it. It's here for some reason named Pucko Moron, stupid idiot in slang. Oh, well, there you go. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't really be drinking it. Anyway, it's a corner to Arsenal. Katie McKay's going to take it from this near side. It's low into the near post, flicked in. Oh, almost a unusual goal there from Leah Williamson, but Liverpool managed to scramble it clear. And that was the nearest we've come actually to scoring in this game. Much better start to the second half. Taylor says there, Arsenal have played crap first half, but come on, we can kick ass this half. Well, we need to play better. Yeah, we did play rubbish that first half, there's no doubt. Ryan says, I think Frida wears gloves for a comfort thing rather than it's cold. I mean, I don't know. I know Viv used to wear gloves, didn't she? Because she had some. I mean, I get very dry hands, especially in the winter. And unless it's really quite warm, my hands do suffer without gloves on. I didn't wear gloves when I went for a run today, but then it is quite warm here. I don't know what the weather's like in Meadow Park, although it looks sunny. Sometimes the sun can be deceiving this time of the year, kind of in terms of temperatures. Anyway, Arsenal looking a little bit hotter in this second half so far. Emily Fox now and finds Caitlin Ford on this near side. She does well, actually. Caitlin Ford, she's got a bit of a lucky rebound. That's a decent cross. Headed away. It's going to come all the way across to Katie McKay on the far side. Can she get the ball back in again? No, she can't, because guess who stopped her? Yep, Olivia Smith. And it's been a battle between those two. And you have to say Olivia Smith has definitely come out on top of that particular battle in this game. There's no doubt. And she did well again there. The Canadian. She's definitely been the best player in this game by quite some distance. Anyway, it is a throw to Liverpool over on that far side. I wonder what Renee said to the team at half time. Whatever she said, it needs to be good, because, yeah, it's not been a particularly great performance from Arsenal so far. But there is, of course, still time for us to put that right the whole of the second half. And, of course, failing that, there'd be extra time. The Liverpool manager's got a thing in her ear, hasn't she? Wonder what music she's listening to while the game's going on. Seems a bit strange. Anyway, it is a throw to Liverpool again over on that far side. Grace Fisk is going to take it. And some girls there are Irish, have put an Irish flag up for Katie McCabe, which is nice, isn't it? Ange B says, won't be cold down. So we wouldn't imagine it would be, but you never know, do you? It looks nice anyway, doesn't it? The sun's out. Regardless of how cold or warm it is, when the sun's out, everything seems better, doesn't it? Life seems better when the sun's out, even though this game hasn't really helped make us feel better about life particularly, but it is not. It's only early in the second half here, so there's plenty of time left yet for Arsenal to turn this game into something a little bit better. But as long as we win, ultimately, cup games are just about the result, really. The performance is maybe secondary to a certain degree. Yes, we need to play better than we did, but we are coming forward now. Kim Little finds Leslie Russo now. Caitlin Ford gets to the ball and pulls it back. Oh, and it was Frida Marnham. Was it? Leslie Russo was in there. It was Frida Marnham actually initially. And the ball's gone out for a throw, which the linesman has given to Liverpool, which was a bit controversial, wasn't it? Anyway, stop for some reason. Not quite sure why. So I'm sure it'll come back in. I guess time will tell. Yeah, it's going to be a throw to Liverpool, and we can sort this internet situation out or whatever it is. What else? Nobody else wants to play silly beggars. Oh, we're back now. Don't know what that was all about. Anyway, it's an Arsenal corner. This isn't the corner we just saw, is it? I do hope it isn't, because that would be a bit annoying, wouldn't it? Katie McKay's going to take it, so it's difficult to tell. She takes most of them. I'm not really so sure what's happening. Yeah, it's a goal kick to Liverpool. And Chloe Kelly is in the stands. Doesn't look like it's too cold, does it? She's just wearing a t-shirt. So, Arsenal won the ball back high up the pitch. Loso with a shot over the top of the crossbar, but that was better from Arsenal. That was much, much better from Arsenal. We managed to get the shot in there, pressing down at the edge of the penalty area, and that's what we want to see a bit more of, don't we? We want to see our pressing pitch and putting that Liverpool defence under more pressure. We've already had more chances in this second half than we did the whole of the first. So that's a positive, isn't it? But we obviously need to find a goal from somewhere, because obviously that is already we're seeing a much better Arsenal performance than we did in that first half. So the signs are looking much better now, aren't they? In that first 45 minutes, which was probably as poor as we've seen for a very long time from this Arsenal team. So it's nice that we find from Arsenal. But you can't always a game does last 90 minutes. Sometimes it's important to remember that. And yeah, we've been a lot better in the second half so far. Still waiting for this breakthrough, though. We've played 6 minutes of the second half. It is still Arsenal 0, Liverpool 0. FA Cup quarter final, and a place in the semi-final up for grabs. The two Manchester clubs are already through. Arsenal and Chelsea have to probably avoid, but and Alessi Russo's got a chance to turn and try to build an Arsenal attack. And my stream's just gone to pieces again. I think I might be having a slight internet issue. I'm just trying to see if I can solve. Arsenal coming forward again up this near side, a bit of space for Caitlin Ford. Can make the most of it, though. Can she get a cross in? She does get a cross in. Is it deflected? Was it handed out? Shall we? Let's have a look what's happening with this. Oh, it's slightly better. Anyway, it's still 0-0. We've played 55 minutes, so we played 10 minutes of the first half. I do apologise for some of the comments missing. I was trying to sort it out there. Jerry says, is it time to let go of Mead? That's a question that maybe we'll have to ask, my friend. I do think we need to ask that question. I definitely do think it's a question that needs to be asked. I'm prepared to give her more time, one, because of what she's done for Arsenal, and two, because of the injury that she's had. And I do think both of those two things are, we've got to take them into account. But is she going to get her form back? I mean, it could have been, you know, she came into this game having had a bit of an injury. She did get a whack on her head in the first half. She didn't play particularly well, but then none of them did. So I don't think she's been taken off because she didn't play well. But anyway, Taylor says 17 degrees. It's so cold in London. No, well, I'm assuming it's not. Matthew says Smith again. So good. She is, yeah. Taylor says Liverpool player gone down injured. Yeah, I think that's probably. I'm just trying to get me kind of stream back working properly. But anyway, here's a throw to Liverpool over on that far side, and they've played well. At the end of the day, sometimes I say you've got to hold your hands up when the opposition play well, but our performance has not been good enough anyway. And, you know, that's the way it is. Anyway, there's Katie McCabe. They're getting involved with Sherry Holland, and it is a goal kick to Arsenal. 56 and a half minutes on the clock here, and we're still waiting for the breakthrough. Oh, a mistake at the back. Again from Daphne. Couldn't get the ball out of her feet. Again, Roman hasses in, and Daphne almost gave it away there, and in the end she's had to make the save. And what is going on here? What is going on? 2 or 3 times now we've just made some stupid mistakes at the back. I mean, to be fair, we've got away with them so far, but it's a corner to Liverpool, and if they score here, this corner comes in towards the far post. Good header away from Leslie Russo again, and Caitlin Ford's going to try and complete the clearance. I wouldn't say we're hanging on here, but Christ, we're rocking a bit, aren't we? There's no doubt. Yeah, Beth Mead sitting on the bench in her tracksuit. It looks like she's had a shower. Is she injured? Was it tactical? Not that Frida Marnham's done anything at all in the second half, really, so far. So, anyway, the ball is still bobbling around. Arsenal can't get it clear. It's hooked into the penalty area. It's headed on. And again, Arsenal can't really deal with it inside the box. Is a shot going to come in? It does come in. Good save from Daphne. And it was Hobbinger. That would be typical if Hobbinger had scored, because she should have been sent off in that first half. But it was her shot. And it was a good save from Daphne, she is a really good shot stopper. Some of the rest of her goalkeeping today has been a little bit strange. That was a good effort. Wasn't quite far enough in the corner. But anyway, good save from Daphne. Arsenal just struggling to get the ball clear. And in the end, could easily have been 1-0 to Liverpool. Joe says, why do they do this? The ridiculous touchy football right on their own line. Arsenal struggling because they are playing like Arsenal. Well, yeah, I kind of agree with you. Joe says, good save. It was a good save. It was a very good save. But again, it's poor defending, isn't it? It's poor defending from Arsenal. And yeah, not really. This performance has not been anywhere near the levels. We played nearly an hour now. Is it time for maybe another substitution or two? You know, the ball's played forward over on that far side. Frida Marnham's after it. But again, Liverpool defended it pretty comfortably. And Arsenal just haven't posed anywhere near enough of a threat in this game. It's the FA Cup semi-final up for grabs here, girls. Come on. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyway, it's going to be a corner now to Arsenal over on that far side. Olivia Smith doing some more defending. She seems to do everything, doesn't she? I'm not sure whether it's how easy it would be to sign at the end of the season, but she's got to be one of the players on the list. Anyway, taking the corner short. The cross comes in. It's going to be all the way to Caitlin Ford. The volley comes in. Oh, it's just wide. That is the nearest we have come to a goal in this game. Was that Mariona with a shot there? Liverpool couldn't really deal with that corner. In the end, it fell to Mariona inside the box, and she's hit it across the goalkeeper. In fact, it was Steph Catley. It was Steph Catley's effort. Just wide. That is the nearest we've come by quite some distance there from the corner. Just rolled wide of that post. Wow, that was so close. It was Steph Catley's effort. Taylor says there, what are we doing? Come on, Arsenal. Where's the game where we kicked butt 7 goals last time? Joe says, unlucky it was. Grot says, in Medionas. I'm assuming that means in Jonas. I don't think Jonas is the answer here. But anyway, there's going to be a substitution here for Liverpool. And it's going to be Gemma Evans who's coming on and Yasmin Matthews going off. So it's a defensive change for Liverpool, which I don't know if there's an injury there, but it's a defensive change, a like-for-like substitution pretty much. Joe says the goalie wouldn't have got that. No, well, she wouldn't have got it, no, because she kind of stood and watched it go past. And it just went past that far post. That's probably the nearest we've come. And that kind of sums up this game. You know, the nearest we've come is a shot off target. Wow. Anyway, it's a throw to Liverpool, which Taylor Hines is going to take. And this game is still very, very much in the balance. It could go either way. It's difficult to know where it's going to go. Arsenal just have not got going at all, have we? I'm just wondering here, actually, whether or not. Ah, that's why. It's come off of HD. No wonder it was looking crap. Anyway, it looks better now. I've got my stream back. It wasn't in HD. Anyway, I suddenly asked for a bit of space in the penalty of Frida Marnham. Oh, that's a terrible effort. That is a terrible effort from Frida Marnham over on that far side. Oh, in fact, she was offside anyway. I mean, I suppose we'll let her off because it wouldn't have counted. But even if you're offside, you've got to do better than that there, haven't you? A lot of space. Didn't make the most of it. Fired over the top, and that is not very good at all, is it? That is just not very good at all. Still, there you go. Anyway, Arsenal now with possession on halfway. Leslie Russo. Matthew says that the players always have to find the answers and they have to take charge. Brave. No, you're right. And the players haven't found the answers today, have they? So if the players can't find them, then the manager's got to find some answers. Whether that's tactical changes, whether it's substitutions, whatever it is. I mean, there was one sub at half time. We don't know yet whether that was tactical or whether it was an injury. But even so, I think there's time for some changes now. We've played 63 minutes. We don't have a game until Friday. Let's make some changes. I tell you, you can see it's going to go to penalties. Yeah, well, at the moment, it's looking that way, isn't it? It's certainly looking that way. But there's still, 25, 27 minutes to play. Plenty of time to get the goal, a goal. And you do feel, we said before, didn't we? It looks like one goal may well be enough to win this game. Or will one goal ignite it all? And suddenly we'll see end-to-end football. Now, Caitlin Ford now inside the penalty area for Liverpool. She's done really well. Can she get the shot away? She does, but it's blocked. Comes out to Kim Little. This is better from Arsenal. This second half has been better. It's not brilliant, but it's been better than that first half. And we're starting to have one or two efforts now. Leah Williamson with that cross into the box. It's a good header. Oh, and it's just wide. Frida Marnham. Was it saved? Frida Marnham, it was got on the end of that cross. It was a really good cross, actually, from Leah Williamson. And the Liverpool goalkeeper, Rachel Laws, has now gone down with, is that an injury? I don't know. Or is it a tactical one, like we said before? Lovely cross from Leah Williamson. I think that's a good save, actually. I think that's a good save. That looked like it was going in. That is our best moment of this game. It was a great save. It was a really good save. And the goalkeeper now is getting some treatment. But that is the nearest that we've definitely come there. Shot on target, finally. And it was a good save from the goalkeeper who's injured herself in the process. And our Liverpool going to have to make a goalkeeping change. That would be something, wouldn't it? Matthew says it was a save. Yeah, no, it was. Looking at the replay, that was a really good save, wasn't it? At full stretch, managed to tip it round the post. Joe says, was it offside? I don't know. Was it offside? It must have been. It looks like it's going to be a goal kick or a free kick to Liverpool. It must have been. It didn't look offside, did it? It looked like she got in between the two defenders. So I'm not too sure, actually. Maybe it was offside. Anyway, there's quite a few Liverpool fans there, isn't there? Down on that goal that Rachel Laws is getting treatment behind at the minute. And anyway, is she going to be okay? I'm sure she is. She just needed a drink, really, didn't she? It doesn't look like it is going to be a corner because the way the players are lined up, it looks as though they're lined up for a goal kick or a free kick to Liverpool. It is a free kick. It must have been offside. Well, I'm surprised about that because it certainly didn't look as though it was offside, did it? The cross came in and she got between the two defenders and headed it. So I don't know. Anyway, there is some movement on the Arsenal bench, some players warming up. Are we going to see some more changes? We certainly need some injection of something in this game because it's still a little bit flat. But we have started to have one or two chances now in the second half, which we didn't at all in the first half. So it is better. It's still not quite good. Well, I don't know what happened there. I'm having a few internet problems today, but anyway, here you go. Taylor says, guess this game is crap. I've just seen fans buying ice creams. Well, no, they're the people in the park. There's a park behind the ground, and it looks like it's just families out for the day with their kids in the park, enjoying the sunshine, having an ice cream. And also now coming forward, Leslie Russo on that far side, pulls it back towards Freedom Mine. Good defending again. The shot comes in from Emily Fox, was it? But it's gone over the top anyway. It was actually Mariona. So I don't think they were fans from the game that's gone out to buy an ice cream. It looks like it's just people over the park next door. But anyway, it was Leslie Russo did well, pulled the ball back, looking for Freedom Mine. It came out there to Mariona, but she sliced that high over the stand. Joe says another conversion. Yeah, I think it was another one. We've had a few, actually. If we had all them points for the conversions, we'd have about 12 points. We'd be like 12 points up, wouldn't we? But we're not. It's still 0-0. Kim Little now bringing the ball, or trying to bring the ball forward. She's twisting and turning, trying to find some space. Leah Williamson now in possession, brings it forward this time. Ends up playing a square ball to Kyra Cooney-Cross. Now it's with Katie McCabe. Kyra Cooney-Cross tries to get it again, but it wasn't a good play. But Leslie Russo is going to pick it up and pings the ball up this near side, looking for Emily Fox. It's cleared away. And it is going to be a throw to Arsenal. And we're starting to look a bit more dangerous, but there's only 20 minutes to play here. Terry says 1-0 to Chelsea. Well, there's a surprise. Of course, Chelsea are going to win. We just need to do our bit now to complete the top four in the semi-final, which I'm sure is what the sponsors want. It's what the TV wants. And hopefully it will lead to two good semi-finals and a good final. But we need to be in it, don't we? We need to be in it. And the only way we're going to do that is to find a goal. And we are looking a little bit more dangerous now, aren't we? I still think it's time for some changes. Rene, what are you doing? Sitting on your hands. Make some changes so we can go on and win this game. Andrew said, oh, it was OJ, was it? Anyway, Arsenal coming forward now. Mariona plays out to that far side. Wasn't a great ball, but it was that a foul, but we're going to play on because we've still got the ball. In fact, no, the free kick's been given, has it? The cross comes in. Now, hasn't Emily Fox plays it back in? And there's a Liverpool player down injured inside the penalty area. And now the game has been stopped. It's Taylor Hines, another head injury. And we're going to get another hold up now while this is sorted out. Taylor says, are you going to be commenting on Arsenal men's game? Probably not, if I'm honest. I don't think I can physically bring myself to do it. I'm just not feeling it, and this game hasn't really helped. Anyway, there's another injury now to Taylor Hines, another head injury. This hasn't helped the flow of the game. There's been a few injuries, hasn't there? And yeah, that doesn't help, let's be honest. But anyway, maybe it might give us an opportunity here to regroup a little bit. Gone over to the far side to get a drink, speak to Rene. Terry says, why ain't Stina on the pitch? Your guess is as good as mine. I do not know. We need a goal. And whatever we think of Stina, I mean, some of us love Stina, but she scores goals. She does score goals. Anyway, we've still got this injury hold up here because Taylor Hines is getting some treatment. And our Arsenal, is Rene going to make some substitutions to try and win this game? Or is she? Surely she's not thinking of, oh, there might be extra time. Surely she can't be thinking of that. Surely not. But anyway, Taylor Hines is back on her feet again, the Liverpool captain. And Liverpool fans are applauding her. I mean, they'll be delighted with the way this game's gone. Anyway, the referee's getting some communication somewhere. I'm not quite sure what the issue is. But anyway, we're going to get this game back, restarted in a few moments' time, hopefully. And let's see what happens here now. It's a big 15, 16 minutes or so. It was a cross there from Mariona. Oh, and Caitlin Ford did catch her a bit there, didn't she? Trying to come in on the header. Not quite sure what the delay is. Anyway. Are we back? I mean, that's having a few problems today. Not quite sure what's going on with it, but anyway. I'm sure we will be sorted in a minute. 99 with a flake there, says Joe. Yeah, that's what we need, don't we? 99 with a flake. There's another Liverpool player gone down again. This is Cherry Hollands. It's all got a bit silly now. Joe says, I think Richard's getting his internet connection from Arsenal. Oh, yeah, it seems like I am. Patchy and disjointed, yeah, and not functioning properly. I mean, Katie McCabe just made a clearance. It wasn't a foul. It was in the penalty area. It definitely wasn't a foul. And there's another injury hold up. And this really isn't helping the game, is it? it's not helping the flow of the game. And yeah, it really isn't helping at all, is it? Anyway, come on, let's get the subs on, Renee. Let's get the subs on. I mean, Katie McCabe did catch her a bit on the follow through, but Christ. Retrolic Gamer says there, compare this team to United's men's team. Can sign all the talent in the world, but not enough passion or heart put into performances compared to old teams. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that there's no passion and heart in this Arsenal performance today. It's been, has been a great performance. No. It's not. It's been very, very patchy, but are we back again, are we? Anyway, we've got 13 minutes to play here. It feels like, sounds like a, does it sound like a robot? I know there's a few, I don't know what's going on, there's a few issues with the internet today. It's I think, is it Vodafone we've got? I'm not sure. It should be a bit. Oh, Liverpool hit the post. Oh no, Liverpool scored. The ball hit the post. It's come back, hit Daphne on the back and gone in. And Arsenal are on the verge of an FA Cup exit here. And Daphne is down, distraught. I don't know who it was, hit that shot. It's come off the post. It's hit Daphne and it's gone in. And suddenly Liverpool are ahead. It was a shot on the turn. It's hit the post and it's hit Daphne and it's gone in. Wow, that's going to go down as an own goal. It was actually Roman Hoig with the shot. And it was a bit lucky for Liverpool. Matthew said it was coming. Well, it was a quick throw that Arsenal wasn't ready for. And Liverpool has scored. And it's an own goal from Daphne Van Domselaar. It's going to go down as an own goal from Daphne Van Domselaar. And, wow, this is not good news, is it? She was unlucky there, the Arsenal goalkeeper, because obviously she dived to try and make the save. It was a decent enough shot. It's hit the post and come back and hit the goalkeeper. And there's nothing you can do about that as a goalkeeper, is there? Absolutely nothing at all. And that was really, really unlucky. Joe says, good night, Vienna. I would imagine you are probably right with 12 minutes to play. Is Rene going to start making some subs here or what? Now's the time. Now we're losing. I mean, she should have made it 5 minutes ago when it was 0-0. And now, desperate times call for desperate measures. We have got to make some substitutions now. We haven't looked like scoring all game. And suddenly now we need 2 goals. Well, one to take it to extra time. We're into the last 11 minutes here. Arsenal's FA Cup run is on the brink. We did lose at Meadow Park in the Continental Cup, or the Subway Cup as well recently. And we're on the verge of losing again. Emily Fox on this near side. Can Arsenal find something here? We did come back from adversity last week. A lot worse situation than this, although there was a lot longer left in the game. I can't believe we've only made that one substitution. That's kind of shocking, really. Leah Williamson dinks the ball towards the edge of the penalty. It's headed up and not really away. It comes with Frida Minor on the edge of the box. Again, it won't fall for Arsenal. Now Kyra Cooney crosses, trying to take charge. Can she put the cross in? She does put the cross in. It's not a great ball, though, is it? Let's be honest. It's not a great ball at all. Emily Fox on this near side has got the ball again. Now it's Emily Fox again. Can she get the cross in? She's going to go to the byline. It's Not a great cross. It's deflected away at the near post. Has it gone out? No, it hasn't. Comes instead to Caitlin Ford inside the penalty area. Caitlin Ford plays it across the box. It's come to Frida Marnham. Oh, and she's hit it first time volley into the arms of the goalkeeper. And suddenly Arsenal showing more urgency now. It's a bit late though, isn't it? It wasn't a bad effort that from Frida actually, but it was straight at the goalkeeper. Come on, Renee, get the subs on. I can understand you maybe saving them before for potential of extra time, although why do that? You want to try and win the game. But now there's no excuse, is there? There is no excuse at all. Get those subs on. Doesn't even look like any subs are ready. Or is there some movement over on the bench there? It all seems a bit desperation times now when we could have made the subs when it was 0-0. Anyway, Liverpool are coming forward again. I mean, a second goal for Liverpool now would absolutely seal it. Good play, though, from Emily Fox. And then Steph Catley completes the clearance up to Caitlin Ford on this near side. She's done well, Caitlin. But again, runs into trouble. Liverpool have won the ball back. That's good play from them. And they're coming forward again. And if they do get a second goal here, again, it's Olivia Smith. Tries a shot well blocked by Katie McCabe, who almost throws Olivia Smith to the floor inside the penalty. That was dangerous, wasn't it? Anyway, Arsenal now have a chance to try and bring the ball forward. Mariona. There's two subs coming on now for Arsenal. Why didn't you do this 10 minutes ago, Renee? And it's Leah Volti. What on earth are we doing? Stina as well, to be fair. I mean, why not bring Rosa Kafaji on? Somebody to do something different. Instead, we're just going to bring Leah Volti on, probably for Kim Little. Like for like change. This has got Arteta written all over it. Okay, Stina's coming on as well, and that's good news. In fact, it's Kyra Cooney-Cross coming off. There you go. Anyway, Leah Volti's on. And they're going to maybe try and get Mariona further forward. Maybe that's the idea. And Stina's on as well. Kim Little's going off. So it's a complete change of shape with 8 minutes to play. Why didn't you do this 10 minutes ago? Why didn't you do this 10 minutes ago? Just crazy. Why leave it till now? Anyway, all is not lost. It is only 1-0. We've certainly got enough quality on this pitch to score a goal, haven't we, to take it to extra time. And anyway, Stina straight in the action here on this near side. Puts a cross in. Oh, she's overhit it. She has overhit it. That's her first touch, so you can't really blame her for that. She'll just come on. Always takes a bit of time to adapt. This is why you've got to bring Stina on 15 minutes to play. Anyway, Ryan says two quick goals for Stina. Well, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Let's hope so. It is showing a goal again, actually. Very fortunate. El Loco says, someone needs to remind Renee that Russo cannot start all games. It's affected her impact. Oh, I agree. Terry says, come on, Cena, stave this raggedy ass manager her job. Well, she's got a chance to save her job, hasn't she? With a goal or two now. Arsenal have got possession into the last 6.5 minutes. The cross comes in. It's not a bad ball. Overhit, though. It's going to run out for a throw to Liverpool on this near side. We just haven't really done enough in the final third today, have we? You have to say that Liverpool deserve to be in front. I think we've played badly. I think tactically we've got it wrong. I think the manager's sat on our hands for too long, not made the changes earlier, not changed it while it was 0-0, tried to do something a bit different. Now it's almost reeks of desperation, and now Liverpool on the counter-attack. Olivia Smith over on that far side gets past Katie McCabe again, but she couldn't get across past Katie McCabe. It is a corner, though, to Liverpool. And this is not looking good. Matthew says intensity and intent was lacking from the start. You can't win games if you're complacent. Well, no, I agree. I don't know if complacent is the right word. Have we been complacent? Maybe a little bit. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe we have been a little bit complacent. We've certainly not played nowhere near the level that we need to. Maybe last week, as much as we enjoyed the game, maybe that was a sign of things to come. Some of the mistakes and performance in that game. But anyway, Liverpool have got a corner here. We've got to defend this well. We do manage to scramble it clear, but not very far. And Liverpool put it back into the box again, but it's deflected. It does come to the edge of the area, but we do manage to get a touch onto it. And now Frida Marnham can try and bring it clear for Arsenal. That's not a great ball, though, is it? It's not a great ball at all. Russo looks very, very tired. Why on earth did we take her off? Anyway, the cross comes in straight into the arms of Daphne. And we've got 5 minutes. Plus stoppage time. There's going to be a hell of a lot of stoppage time because there's been loads of injuries in this second half. So there's still time. But we need a goal or we are going out of the FA Cup. And that will leave us really, realistically, just the Champions League to go for. And the way we've played today, that doesn't seem likely, does it? Anyway, Frida Marnham tries to get the ball back to Caitlin Ford. He's unable to do so. You have to give Liverpool credit. They've played well. But we've been nowhere near the level that we need to be at if we're going to be winning football matches, nowhere near the level that we've been at for most of the time since Rene's took charge. I think we've got to look at the manager today for the substitutions or lack of substitutions, just almost waiting for something to happen. And in the end, what we waited for has happened was Liverpool scoring and then making the subs. Too late, Rene, too late. And you need to take responsibility for that. Yeah, the players haven't played well. There's absolutely no question about that. They haven't played well enough. But that's the manager's responsibility and job then to do something different to impact the performance. And that's what she didn't do until it looks like too late. There's 4 minutes to play. Liverpool have got a throw. And they're going to be making a substitution. Oh, no, it's Arsenal making a substitution. Managerless, they're coming on. I mean, come on. What on earth is this? Are we going to throw up front, maybe? I don't know. Really don't know. Is that the idea? Because she's dangerous from set pieces. Try and win a corner, a set piece, and get on in. Oh, we're back. We are back. Just in time to see Amanda Milistad come on for Caitlin Ford. Well, 2 minutes to play. Amanda Milistad is playing up front. Oh, let's throw everything at it. Wow, this is embarrassing almost. It really is. El Loco says, yeah, that's the player with Amanda, set-piece specialist. Is Rosa Kafaji still at Arsenal? She's on the bench. Greg says, this is bad management. Bring on our slowest defender against the packed attack. Well, I think she's going to play her up front to try and win some sort of set-piece situation, probably. Taylor says, hopefully men's game is better and we win. Ladies, come on, you can do so much better. Well, they can do so much better. Yeah, they're going to have to, aren't they? Let's be honest. Matthew says, when you're on the field, players talk with each other and pull up each other's socks, or at least when I used to play, can't wait on a manager. Well, no, you can't. But, I mean, when it's not working on the pitch, it's the manager's job has got to be to try and lift the team and maybe make some changes to freshen it up, change it tactically. And it's just not happened. She didn't do it. She's done it far too late. She's done it far too late. And it's that's the manager who reacts to situations, not proactive. You know, you could see it wasn't working when it was 0-0. You could see we needed some changes 70 minutes into the game, 65 even. You know, we needed changes at that point. So why on earth did we wait until that time to do it? I do not know. Anyway, we're into the final minute of the 90. There is going to be a big chunk of stoppage time. Is there going to be enough for Arsenal to take this to extra time and save pretty much our season, to be honest? Certainly in terms of winning a trophy, this is our best hope. Anyway, the ball's played forward, it's flicked on. And Liverpool do scramble it clear. And now they're trying to come forward themselves. But Steph Catley's in. Wasn't a good clearance. In fact, it's a freak. It's going to be 9 minutes of stoppage time, by the way. 9 minutes. We knew there'd be a fair old bit. So calm. We don't need to panic, guys. We've got 9 minutes. We've got plenty of time. Oh, we're back again. I do apologise. Anyway, we're into the we played 1.5 minutes of the 9 of stoppage time. Ball played into the box, or it almost fell to freedom line, but Liverpool defended it well again. It's been the theme of this game. Yes, we've been poor, but Liverpool have defended well. Taylor says, so Arsenal could be out of the cup, just the Champions League. Well, yeah, exactly, just the Champions League, really. And all we get to play better anyway. Mariona now on the edge of the box. Falls to Leslie Russo. Touches it off to Leah Williamson. Arsenal coming forward again. Leah Williamson's cross. Flicked on by Russo on the edge of the box. Liverpool get it clear again. Wasn't a good header by Steph Catley, but Mariona's going to pick it up. She's done well, Mariona. Threads the ball through, looking for freedom. It's cleared away and then hoofed away anywhere by Liverpool. Steph Catley's after this. She's going to keep it in over on that far side. We've got 7 minutes of stoppage time left. 7 minutes for Arsenal to try and save our season. Certainly, in terms of winning a trophy, yes, there's still the top 3 to go for, and that's important. Of course it is. And we're still in the Champions League, but we need to try and find a goal here. Emily Fox is unable to keep that ball in. Again, it's bobbling around. It's a penny floater. But I am blaming the ball. I'm blaming Renee for not making the substitutions earlier. I'm blaming the players for playing absolutely terrible. But I'm also blaming this ball. It looks wrong. It's massive. It's just floating around. And yes, Liverpool have played with the same ball. So we're not, but this ball has been... So it's a throw to Arsenal. Emily Fox having to wrestle the ball away there from the Liverpool player now, Leah Williamson. We've played 3 minutes of the 9, 6 left. So there is still time. We have seen some dramatic finishes for Arsenal before. It just doesn't look like happening today, does it? It just does not look like happening. It's all very flat. And we're almost limping out of the FA Cup. Ryan says we would have to go some to win the Champions League. Yeah, we would, yeah. Absolutely. We'd have to play a lot better than this. We're capable of doing it. We've seen what we're capable of doing, but it's can we do it? I don't Oh, we're back again, are we? It keeps going stupid here. We've played 4.5 minutes now of stoppage time, and it's not looking very good, is this, for Arsenal? Can we find a goal still? We certainly haven't looked like scoring since we made the substitutions. I don't think Stina's had a touch. Taylor said we should have had the subs on sooner. Indeed. Matthew says the Rene decision I would find fault is the starting team. Little and Mead haven't offered much lately. No, you're right. I mean, yeah, you're probably right. Matthew says their pace and press rattled us. Yeah, I mean, it obviously has done. We just haven't got going at all in this game. You know, we've got a goal kick. There's 4 minutes of stoppage time to play. 4 minutes of stoppage time to play. Can Arsenal salvage something from this game? Can we salvage our season? Or are we going out of another cup competition? It's a long ball forward. Oh, it was just too much on it there for Steiner, and the goalkeeper, Rachel Laws, has come and got that. Terry says, Rose are not even warming up. There's no point of warming up, is there? Because there's no point coming on there, is there? Really? Some fans are leaving already. They've had enough. Can't really blame them, I suppose. There is 3 minutes of stoppage time to play. Are Arsenal going to find a goal? It is a throw. Emily Fox was just pushed over there. Was that a free kick? The referee says no, it's a throw instead to Arsenal. Looked like a foul throw as well. You know, Leah Williamson's just hoofed the ball out of play. This is just not anywhere near good enough. It hasn't been anywhere near good enough at all. Matthew said those were Liverpool fans leaving. Mitch Bingsel says game is done. It looks like it's done. There is still some time left, but it does look like it's done. I agree. We don't look like we're going to score. I don't think their goals made one save, and that even was offside anyway. Nudge says men's team going out for United. Come on, Arsenal women. Exactly. There is 2 minutes left of stoppage time. 2 minutes. And Arsenal just can't even keep the ball at the minute, can't get the ball. Liverpool are quite happy just trying to play it into the corner flag. Arsenal have won a throw on this near side. We haven't managed to get the ball up the pitch. Leah Volti hoofs it forward. We've got plenty of players up there. Amanda Illistat's battling away for this. It's going to be a throw to Arsenal. We're now into the Liverpool half. We're into the last 2 minutes. Taylor says, sorry, this game been shit. Feel like they don't even want to try. Well, I don't think it's that. I think that they've tried. It's just been poor. It's just been a poor performance. You know, it happens. Unfortunately, it's happened today when we needed it. Anyway, good play there from Leslie Russo. She's gone down in the area. Both players have gone down. It wasn't a foul. It wasn't a penalty. It was a nice turn, though, wasn't it, initially? Actually, was that a foul? I don't know. Anyway, it's not been given as a foul. Taylor Hines gone down. We're going to get some more stoppage time anyway, so that's good, isn't it? This game's going to last forever. And it's probably been the worst game of the season. Oh, actually, is that not a penalty there? Leslie turned there and the defenders come across. Taylor Hines. It probably isn't a penalty. We are probably clutching at straws there, actually. But we're into the very, very last minute of stoppage time. Leslie Russo's battling away there, but she's not going to get there. It's going to be a goal kick to Liverpool. She throws the ball, but they're not going to take it quickly, are they? Matthew says, no, I'm wondering if I want to watch the men's game. Well, it's not going to be any better, is it? Joe says, this is what I fear. One goal deciding it is to be Don't know what's happening with the internet here. I've got it on my phone instead because it seems to be working a bit better. I think that's it. That is it. It's all over. Arsenal are out of the FA Cup, and quite honestly, we deserve to be out of the FA Cup. It was a bit of a strange goal that gave Liverpool the victory. It was a shot came in post, hit Daphne Van Domselaar and went in. With about 12 minutes to play. To be quite honest with you, Liverpool deserved that today. Tactically, they got it spot on. We were awful. And we've gone out of the FA Cup. And that's that really. Terry says, playing like we was big as a terrible game. Indeed, it was a terrible game. We bow out. Well, we went out without so much as a whimper, really, did we? Ryan says it. Well, the internet's kind of packed up a bit like Arsenal packed up in that game, really. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great. The internet problems didn't help, did it? It was just a terrible Arsenal performance, let's be honest. We need to pick ourselves up, though, because we've got some massive, massive games to come. Obviously, the Everton game on Friday, and then it's the Champions League. And we're going to have to play a lot better. Did we have a shot on target? Was it that one that was offside? So it doesn't count as a shot on target. I don't think we had one shot on target today. And that's nowhere near good enough, is it? In the FA Cup at home, that was a Mikel Arteta Arsenal type performance. That shocker, absolute shocker. What can you say? Miss Pinkston's DVD is distraught. Yeah, she is. And, she didn't have a great game, actually, did she, anyway? I mean, she did make a couple of good saves. She was unlucky with a goal. I don't think there's much she could have done about that, really. She's dived to try and save it, hit the post and come back and hit her. Unlucky. But Taylor says, right now, watching the men's game, please let us win one game today. Well, yeah, it'd be nice to win one game, but the chances of that seem quite slim. Matthew says, Smith had Katie McCabe on toast whole game. And I think everybody was poor today. I wouldn't give any of those players more than about a 4 out of 10, 4 out of 10. Renee deserves nothing out of 10. She sat on her hands, didn't make the substitutions early enough. And unfortunately, it's cost us. We didn't have hardly any chances at all. It was terrible. Grat says, "Yeah, seems like the electrician did something to your internet connection." Yeah, maybe he did. I don't know. It's not been right actually for a couple of weeks now. But anyway, it is what it is. We managed to just about get through the game. But anyway, Taylor's off. See you later. Good to see you. Hope you're back again soon. We'll be back, of course, on Friday for the Everton game. It's 8 o'clock kickoff, isn't it? So we'll be about 7:45. So join me for that. Don't forget to look out for Andreas's vlog. Won't be quite so much fun, will it? Unfortunately, the vlog this week due to the performance and the result. But anyway, join us for all of that. And of course, is there a game next Saturday for the men, or is it next Sunday? Not sure, but anyway, that was so poor, wasn't it? Joey says, right, I'm off to cook a nice steak. We had steak yesterday, actually. We did have steak yesterday. We didn't have it on a Saturday. 110 volts says, back to the Jonas days. Was there ever going to be much difference really long term? I don't know. Anyway, you know, it is what it is. Look, we've lost. We're out of the cup, and there's nothing much more we can say. It was just a terrible performance. It happens. And unfortunately, it's happened today in an FA Cup game, which we desperately needed to win. You know, so it looked as though it was going to be the top four going through to the semi-final. Was there always going to be maybe one shock? It's us. We're the shock. Although on the day it wasn't a shock, was it? Liverpool deserved to win. Fair play to Liverpool. You deserve it. Like to see you go through into the final. But anyway, we shall see. Mitch Pinksall says, see you, Terry. Thanks, Rich. We go again. Yeah, we'll go again. We'll go again Friday for the Everton game. See if that's any better. But I'd like to hear Rene's thoughts on why she didn't make the will anyone ask her? Why she didn't make the substitutions earlier? Why she left it till we conceded a goal? What was that all about? Very, very surprised by that. But anyway, it is what it is. Look, we can talk about it all we like. It's not going to change it, is it? Those decisions were made. Obviously, that they're wrong because we've lost the game and we're out. And that's what's happened. That's the way it's gone. So, yeah, lots to think about, isn't there? Lots to think about now for Rene over this next 10 days before the 9 days before the Real Madrid game. We've got to improve. Because if we play like that against Real Madrid, if we play against Everton, we're out of the top three. If we play against Real Madrid, we're out of the Champions League, and it's all gone wrong. We did say, didn't we, you know, before Rene was announced, she had a run of easy games with no real pressure. Did brilliantly. We always said, though, didn't we? When the pressure's on, how are we going to react? How's this manager going to react? If today's anything to go by, that's a worry. It's a big worry. But let's see. Let's give her the opportunity to try and turn this around and put it right. Let's see if she can. But I'm not convinced, unfortunately, I'm afraid. I have to say now, I'm not just today, the last 5 or 6 games, you know, we lost to Chelsea, we lost to Man City in the League Cup. We've now lost to Liverpool. We were a bit fortunate to beat West Ham last week, as good a game as it was. Okay, the pitch was crap. We should have played this at the Emirates. I think we win, but we've got to deal with it better because we go away from home. We play on pitches like this. We've got to be able to deal with it, and we didn't today. Rene's got her older hands up. She made a lot of mistakes today, Rene. That was, to me, that was a rookie manager. And yet Liverpool, they had an interim manager in. Matthew says there, it's the same players. We need new blood. Even if there's a different manager, Smith would still run past McKay. Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. But then you see a different manager might have had a better plan to deal with Smith. Not that the goal came from her particularly. It was a fortunate goal. But, yeah, I don't know. I think that a manager can get more out of a team, more out of players. You know, we saw that Rene got more out of the team than Jonas was doing when she took over. As those ideas now come, as she run out of ideas, and can the players, maybe you're right, it is maybe we need to change the players because they are the same players that's maybe failed to produce at the top level for too long now. So yeah, maybe you're right, but rebuilds take a long time. You know, we've got the quality there though. I still believe we've got the quality there. We should be doing a lot better than we are. It was just a bad day today. We've had too many bad days this season, and that's why we're probably going to end the season empty-handed. We are probably going to end the season empty-handed. I think we need to accept that now. Sorry. But let's see. We've got the Champions League to go for. We need to go all out for that now, don't we? Real Madrid game is going to be massive in less than 2 weeks' time. So let's look forward to that. Let's look forward to Friday. Let's bounce back against Everton. Let's put a performance in and let's get this sorted out because today just was not acceptable. It was not acceptable by any stretch of the imagination. That wasn't an Arsenal performance at all today. From start to finish, it was poor. And well played, Liverpool. Tactically, you were brilliant. You carried your tactical plan out fantastically. You deserve to win. Good luck in that semi-final, Liverpool. Hope you go on and win, especially if you play Chelsea, and go to Wembley and enjoy your day out because you deserve it for your performance today. Matthew says we need both new players and a manager to bring something different. Yeah, maybe you're right. But we're not going to be able to get 25 new players, are we? We're going to have to get a manager who can get more out of the players that we've got and then rebuild over 2 or 3, 4 transfer windows. That's how you have to do it, isn't it? We've got the basis of a decent team. We just need some of the older players need to be moved on or not in the team and stuff like that. And it just needs to be managed better. We bought Jenna Nice-Wonga. Why haven't we used her? We've used her, one start. She went off at half time. She's come on briefly in another game. That's it. We bought her. That was a January signing. Make use of her. Today, make use of her. It just seems crazy. Anyway, look, we can't change it. We're just upset and annoyed because we've lost. But we'll be back. I'm going to go and watch the rest of the men's game, which is 10 minutes in. So if you're watching that, enjoy it. We will see you Friday for the Arsenal women against Everton. Was going to say look forward to the FA Cup draw, but we won't bother with it now because we're out and we don't care. So yeah. So he says, Richard, thanks again, mate. That was a hard watch. Have a great week. See you all on Thursday. It's Friday. The game's on Friday, isn't it? We're not here Thursday. We're not doing a show Thursday. We're doing the game on Friday, and then we're doing a show the Monday after for the Champions League preview, looking back on the 2 Liverpool and Everton games. So, yeah, we'll be back on Friday for the match. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I do apologise for the internet problems today. I don't know what's going on. I'll try and get that fixed before the next game, see what's happening. But, yeah, sorry about that. So, hope it didn't spoil your enjoyment too much. Ryan says it's true. I do think we need a bit of a squad sort. Yeah, a little bit of a squad sort. We do, yeah. We need to maybe replace 3 or 4 players with 3 or 4 fresher, new, younger players and rebuild a little bit. But anyway, look, it's not going to happen. Nothing can happen until the end of the season. So we need to try and see what we can salvage from this season. The Champions League's the only trophy we can win. We need to get top 3 and let's see where we are. Colin says that we need 2 new goalkeepers. No, we don't. No, look, Daphne had a bit of a shocker today, right? She's been brilliant for us. Today wasn't her day. I'm sure she admits it. She you could see how she's looked at the end. But yeah, let's not. We don't need 2 new goalkeepers. Daphne is fine. She just didn't have a great game today. It happens. Everybody has a bad game. She was unlucky with a goal, to be fair. If she'd actually stood still like Manny would have done and watched it, it would have hit the post and come out. Because she dived to try and save it, it's hit her and gone in. So she was a bit unfortunate, but look, it is what it is, isn't it? Anyway, look, listen, guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to go and watch the men's game. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully the men might cheer us up for a change. Who knows? We might be able to end the weekend with a little bit of a smile on our face, but nothing's going to really take away the disappointment of this. This was a big chance and we've blown it. Terry says, Renee and I say, well, you might be onto something, Terry. You might be onto something, actually. So yeah, that was that then. Sorry the result wasn't better. Sorry for the internet issues. That'll be resolved, I'm sure, for Friday. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on Friday. Come on, you guys.